Welcome to a brand new episode of the A-Game.
On this episode, we'll talk about the upcoming World Baseball Classic and what we could expect to happen.
You'll also hear our thoughts on the UEFA Champions League, some of the top rookies in the NBA this season, and the current state of hockey in North Carolina.
We'll also see how our crew performs in a sports trivia segment. All this and more coming to you now on the A-Game.
The World Baseball Classic is upcoming in a couple of weeks, and I tell you what, we're very excited. Justin, why don't we go through all the pools? We'll start with Pool A.
Yeah, so starting in Group A, we have Chinese Taipei, Cuba, Italy, the Netherlands, and Panama. Now, personally, for the winner of Group A, I have the Netherlands. They're going to be led by the newest member of the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. Also accompanied by MLB players Jonathan Shoup and Chadwick Tromps. Another player to look out for is Vladimir Valentin, who holds the Japanese League home run record for a single season with 60 home runs. Valentin made a pop in the last Classics tournament in 2017, and I kind of see the same happening this year. What do you guys think about the Group A winner?
Yeah, so looking at all the teams and all the groups, I think Group A is the weakest top to bottom, which is unfortunate because that's who we're going to be seeing first. But I agree with you, Judson. I think it's going to be a Netherlands victory. You said you have the MLB experience with guys like Xander Bogaerts, also have Didi Gregorius, Andrelton Simmons, those guys in there. And there's two teams that move on from every group. So I think Cuba is going to be the other. Panama is another team to look out for in contention for that. I don't think the other two teams will really have a chance. But, yeah, taking a look at this group, it's not very strong, but, you know, we'll see what happens when they face the real competition in the later rounds.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't think I struggled picking a winner and a runner-up more than this group here. The reason why, I really like the Cuban team and the Netherlands team. A part of me really, really liked that Netherlands lineup, but I picked Cuba to win and Netherlands to be the runner-up. You know, Cuba, they're used to a tournament style of competition with like the Caribbean League and that kind of stuff. They have a ton of talent, and while I do really love that Netherlands lineup and stuff like that, I think Cuba is going to be the winner. So, yeah, so quickly we'll run the Group B, so can you give us a little info on that?
Yes, for Group B, we have Australia, China, Japan, South Korea, and Czech Republic. Now, my favorite to win Group B is easily going to be Japan. The reasoning comes down to one man and one man only. Shohei Ohtani, the former AL MVP, will probably go down as the best two-way player in the history of baseball. He posted a 2.33 ERA last season while hitting 34 home runs at the plate. Japan also has a collection of big leaguers, including Seiya Suzuki, Lars Nootbaar from the Cardinals, Yu Darvish coming off of a big contract, and the new Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida. So with this collection of players, I think Japan has Group B very easily.
Yeah, and you kind of covered it all there, Judson, but runner-up, it's pretty clear-cut as well. You got to go with Korea. When you take a look at baseball around the world, the top leagues go from the major leagues in America, then to Japan, and then Korea. Those are the top three leagues. Japan, they pretty much have an all-star team of all of those guys. Korea, the same thing, an all-star team of players in that league as well. They've got major league talent on the Korean team as well with guys like Tommy Edman from the Cardinals. And then some of the other teams just don't really play baseball. Czech Republic, they're legitimately using, sales reps and high school teachers. This is real, by the way. They're not using. They don't have any baseball players.
That's wild.
They just have, people that they pulled off the street, but they had to qualify for the tournament, and they did. So they're going to be the rooting interest, I feel like, for the general public. Should be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. When you think about Major League Baseball across the world, you think of like the MLB, and then you think about Japan and Korea with the KBO. And so that's why, just like y'all did, I picked those two. I picked Japan to win, Korea to runner-up. I mean, I really like Yu Darvish, Shohei Ohtani on that Japan team. And then, of course, like you said, the rest of that baseball team has professional experience. So it's not like what you were saying, these teams that don't. So like every person on that team has professional baseball experience. So that's why Japan is my winner. So we'll move on to Pool C.
Right. And moving on to Pool C, we have Canada, Colombia, Mexico, the United States, and Great Britain. And like Jeff said a while ago, I mean, the best baseball runs through America. And that's why I'm picking USA as my favorite to win Group C. They have some outstanding hitters on display with stars such as Pete Alonso, Paul Goldschmidt, Mike Trout, maybe one of the best ever, and Mookie Betts. But my one worry with the team comes with pitching. You've got Lance Lynn, Adam Wainwright, some guys like that, but outside of those two, there isn't much to boast about. Mm-hmm. That's my only worry with the USA, but I think they'll still be able to get it done and win Group C.
Yeah, on their lineup alone, they should be able to win the group pretty easily. The pitching, I think, comes more of a concern later on in the tournament. But yeah, I have the USA winning this group easily. The number 2 team, I think, should be cut and dry as well. I think it's Mexico. They've got some great starting pitching. They got Julio Urias from the Dodgers, left-hander. Got Jose Urquidy from the Astros as well. And they have guys like Taijuan Walker who have got major league experience. And their lineup, I think, is good enough to move them forward in this tournament. But I'd keep an eye on that Mexico team because they are sneaky good.
Yep, and I agree. But when your team can field all infield and outfield positions with MLB All-Stars, and when you also have more MLB All-Stars than you do positions on a baseball team, I think you're going to be the clear-cut winner of that pool. I also think Mexico is going to be the runner-up. So really quickly, we're going to hit Pool D.
Yes, Pool D. We have Dominican Republic, the powerhouse of this group probably, along with Israel, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. To me, it's easy. Dominican Republic's easily going to be taking the crown for Group D, as this team brings a ton of power to the plate. With its starting team's general manager and designated hitter, Nelson Cruz, been one of the best power hitters in the MLB for years to come now. Along with Cruz, you have Manny Machado, Rafael Devers, Julio Rodriguez, Eloy Jimenez, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I mean, the list goes on. And the pitching rotation looks very good as well, with Sandy Alcantara leading the way. In my opinion, this is easily the best team in the tournament, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won the entire World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, you broke it down with the DR. I also have them winning, but I also have Venezuela as the runner-up. But that's going to be an interesting group with Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah, easy. Dominican Republic is going to be the winner. I think it's going to be a dogfight between Venezuela and Puerto Rico, but I think Venezuela is going to pull that out. All right, two words. Winner. Who they're going to beat?
I got Dominican Republic versus USA, honestly.
I got USA beating Japan in the final.
I have USA beating Japan as well. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we'll talk about the baseball team's great start, a former App State quarterback in the news, and another honor for the wrestling team.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back to the A Game. Now, let's talk about the breaking news for App State sports.
The Mountaineers wrestling team is getting high praise this week after App State's very own Caleb Smith was named Southern Conference Wrestler of the Week from all competition from February 15th to the 21st. Smith is ranked 14th at 125 pounds and went 3-0 last week in 3 conference duels. App State will compete again at the SoCon Championship on Saturday.
Former App State quarterback Chase Bryce was selected 3rd overall by the Houston Gamblers in the USFL's first ever college draft. Bryce played 2 seasons for Appalachian State, throwing a total of 6,258 passing yards with a total of 54 touchdowns. Bryce set App State's single-season record for passing in 2021 with 3,337 to break the previous record of 3,291 set by App State legend Armonte Edwards.
In other news, the Mountaineer baseball team has started the season with a perfect 4-0 record for the first time since 2011. The Mountaineers began the season by sweeping Queens University in their first weekend series. The team would then go on to beat High Point 16-7 on Tuesday. After High Point tied the game at 3 in the 5th inning, the App State offense would break the game open with a 9-run 6th inning. Colin Welch started for the Mountaineers and threw for 4 innings, allowing 2 hits and striking out 3. For the offense, Golston Gillespie would lead the way with 3 hits, including a home run and 6 RBIs. App State will look to continue their dominance against North Carolina A&T in a 3-game weekend series.
Stay where you are, because after the break, you'll hear about the state of hockey in North Carolina, the top 5 rookies in the NBA, and the UEFA Champions League update. Welcome back to the A Game. Judson, there has been a lot of great young talent in the NBA this year. What are some of your top rookies?
You're exactly right. Coming in at number 5, I have forward Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder. Williams was taken last year in the draft at pick number 12, but his play this season suggests he should have been taken way sooner. Fun fact about Jalen Williams is that he is the first player since Steve Nash from Santa Clara University to make it into the NBA. Williams is a 6'6" two-way guard who can play at the 2 or the 3. Williams also provides active hands on the defensive side of the ball, averaging 1.2 steals per game, and is an above-average finisher at the rim. Williams currently ranks 4th among all rookies in points per game and is showing that he can be an integral piece for this young Thunder team. His placement at number 5 may shock some people, but the big-time rookies like Jabari Smith and Keegan Murray just aren't getting it done as consistently as Williams. For the next player I have on my list, may seem like another shocker, but coming in at number 4 we have Walker Kessler, center for the Utah Jazz. Kessler, possibly the biggest steal in the draft, was drafted at 22nd overall and traded to the Utah Jazz in part of the blockbuster trade for Rudy Gobert. Now, Walker Kessler is no Rudy Gobert, but he's a solid replacement, especially coming from a rookie. Of the 5 rookies on this list, Kessler has played the least amount of time, logging 21.3 minutes per game. However, that hasn't stopped him from being productive. Kessler ranks 5th in the entire league in blocks at 2.1 blocks per game, while scoring 8.2 points per game on 71.2% shooting from the field. Following the trade of Jarrett Vanderbilt to the Lakers at the deadline, Walker Kessler is expected to start at center for the Jazz, which will increase his minutes and production on a nightly basis. With a slight improvement in rebounding, Kessler could be due for a huge payday at the end of his rookie contract and become one of the best big men in the league. Moving on to number 3, I have possibly the most exciting rookie to watch, in guard Jaden Ivey of the Detroit Pistons. Jaden Ivey is explosively athletic when finishing at the rim, drawing comparisons of NBA greats such as Russell Westbrook, Ja Morant, and Derrick Rose. This season, he's averaging 15.2 points per game, 4.6 assists per game, and just under 4 rebounds per game. while shooting 42% from the field and 33% from three. Ivy's outstanding quickness allows him to get past defenders with ease and finish at the rim or get sent to the free throw line. Speaking of the free throw line, this should be the main area of concern for Ivy, as he is shooting 72% from the charity stripe. This first-year guard has been without co-star Cade Cunningham for most of the season due to injury, leaving Ivy as the main contributor on offense, which is not what you want for your rookies to do. However, with a better, healthier season, next season the sky is the limit for Jaden Ivey and the Pistons. Transitioning to number 2, I have Benedict Mathurin of the Indiana Pacers. Mathurin has not only been one of the best rookies this year, but one of the better players in the league, especially off the bench. Mathurin ranks 5th in odds to win Sixth Man of the Year, ahead of key players such as Bobby Portis, Jordan Poole, and Christian Wood. The former Arizona Wildcat ranks 2nd among all rookies in points per game, averaging 17.2 a night. Picked 6th in last year's draft, Mathurin has exceeded the expectations of many and will serve as a crucial role in the rebuild of the Indiana Pacers. Last but not least, no surprise here, the number 1 rookie this year is the number 1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. This was the easiest decision to make, as Banchero will be a superstar in the league for years to come. He's leading the way for the Magic this season, ranking 1st on the team in points, rebounds, and steals. What's even more wild is that Banchero ranks 2nd on the team in assists, with 3.6 assists per game. He currently leads all rookies in minutes per game with 33.7 a night, and is averaging 19.9 points per game and just under 7 rebounds per game, while shooting 42% from the field. Banchero is a 6'10 forward with guard-like abilities, proving that the game of basketball is changing at an alarming rate. However, this will play to his advantage, as he is one of 3 members in the Orlando Magic starting lineup standing 6'10 or over. I don't think this should be a surprise to anyone, and I think it's disrespectful to even consider another rookie for the Rookie of the Year award for this season. Some are surprises and some are not, but I think these 5 rookies are having the best season a little halfway over the season. Now, Jeff, tell us about the UEFA Champions League.
AC Milan defeated Tottenham 1-0. Benfica will take a 2-0 advantage into their second match versus Club Brugge. Napoli will have the same advantage over Eintracht Frankfurt, and Inter Milan beat FC Porto 1-0. It should be interesting to see how the rest of the round of 16 shakes out. Now, Hunter, what do you think about the current state of hockey here in North Carolina?
That's right. After many years of waiting, I think it's finally time to call North Carolina a hockey state. While, yes, we are in the South, and yes, football and basketball are still around, there's still no denying just how much hockey is in the forefront of minds of sports fans all across this great state. The reason why is a major event just happened right in our backyard, and not only did the Hurricanes team, but the Hurricanes fans as well planted a flag into the ground demanding that the hockey world take North Carolina and Raleigh seriously. That event was the NHL Stadium Series. The Hurricanes surged into the Stadium Series and ripped the spotlight away in a perfect storm. All puns definitely intended. The Hurricanes are on fire right now, as they are the 2nd best team in the NHL with 38 wins. They're playing really well, and fan attendance is at an all-time high, pulling in 93 to 98% capacity every game. They already had a ton of momentum going for them, but generated even more coming off the Stadium Series, where they dominated the Washington Capitals 4-1. There's no denying that this game is one of the biggest events in franchise history, probably only following the Stanley Cup win in 2006, if I'm being honest. It happens in NC State's football stadium, Carter Finley, and was an absolute spectacle. All doubts coming in from the hockey world and the NHL on the area would show up were 100% put to bed. The Wildcaniacs not only showed up, but showed out. Digging into the numbers, a total of 56,961 fans were in attendance, with initial tickets selling out in just 3 hours. The game broke an NHL record in merchandise sold. It was the first Stadium Series game to allow fans on the field, and it was the most watched Stadium Series game ever since 2019. I don't have any problem calling it a smashing success. Really, from the top to the bottom, the event was amazing. From the decorations to the jerseys to even Ripken the Bat Dog dropping the puck. I could go on and on, but I tell you what, why don't I be quiet for a second? Because a member of this very panel, our own Jeff Marson, was actually at the game himself. So I think I should let him share a little bit about his experience. Jeff, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling everyone it's been the coolest sporting event that I've ever seen. You know, I've been to Carter Finley a couple times to see some football games, and to walk in there and have the rink in the middle of the ice with all the fans even on the field, as you said, and like a packed house to see a hockey game in North Carolina. It was almost weird, but it was so cool at the same time. And of course, the results made it so much better. But yeah, it was really one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Jeff, for adding that. You know, guys, I named this segment The State of Hockey in North Carolina. Well, I think it's safe to say that it is truly flourishing right now. Stay seated, because after the break, we'll see how our crew does in sports trivia.
Bryce in the shotgun takes a snap. Troy sends 4. Bryce rolls left, gonna heave it deep, and it's not gonna get there. It's caught by Christian Horn. He's around the outside, and he scores! He scores! Epstein wins! Holy mother meatballs! It's a touchdown for Epstein on a Hail Mary! Christian Horn! Touchdown!
Welcome back to the A Game. Now let's see how our crew did in some sports trivia.
Welcome to the A Game. Today we are doing a sports trivia segment, and I'm here with
Noah
and JD, and I'm Connor. So let's go ahead and start answering some questions.
All right, your first question. The classic 1980 movie called Raging Bull is based on which real-life boxer?
Noah. Real-life boxer. What's his name? Muhammad Ali.
No.
80s movie? That's the only person I would guess.
Yeah, we are not. Yeah.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Jake LaMotta.
What?
All right, your second question. A sporting event is held every year on Memorial Day. What is it?
Oh no! If he had said
Connor, is it the hot dog eating contest?
Maybe, but it is not for this question.
see, that's I thought the same thing.
Maybe that's July 4th.
That's July 4th.
Yeah, that
That's
makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody died. Let's eat some hot dogs. I don't know.
Connor, you can still answer if you have an answer.
Memorial Day.
If you would like to hear the question again, please let me know.
We don't get hints.
JD. A baseball game.
That is not the answer to this question. Nothing?
America's pastime. Yeah.
The answer is the Indy 500. The Indianapolis
What?
500.
You didn't get that? You didn't get it?
How old was Tiger Woods when he won the first Masters?
Noah, 21.
Yes. What NFL team was originally called the New York Titans?
Ooh. JD. Tennessee Titans.
No.
Wrong.
Good guess.
Noah, New York Giants.
No.
Wow.
San Diego Titans.
No.
Dude, what? Yeah, that was just a guess.
The answer is the New York Jets.
Oh, I was
I'm tripping.
What team won the very first NBA game in 1946?
JD, the Lakers.
No. Incorrect.
Noah, St. Louis Hawks.
No. Incorrect.
Connor, Celtics.
No. Incorrect. Any final guesses from anyone?
Noah, Philadelphia 76ers.
Incorrect.
Connor, Milwaukee Bucks.
Incorrect.
JD, Atlanta Hawks.
Incorrect. Any final guesses?
The very first NBA game.
The very first NBA game in 1946.
Noah, Philadelphia Warriors.
Incorrect. Pretty popular team, the New York Knicks.
Dang it.
That's how bad.
What African country was the first ever to qualify for a World Cup?
Connor, Ghana.
Incorrect.
I was confident.
African country? Oh, man. Wait. Oh, no.
I can still guess.
Yeah.
Senegal.
Incorrect.
Noah, Nigeria.
Incorrect. Let's get going for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of African countries.
There's like 60 countries, dude.
I'll say it's a more well-known one.
Okay. Did they participate in the past World Cup?
Wait, what hints?
I
No,
will
no,
not-
no,
I
no,
will
no,
not-
no,
I will not go
no,
that
no.
Okay.
No hints. Okay, well, that was one a little hint, but I'll take that.
JD, Egypt.
Correct. What is the only country to have played in every single World Cup?
JD, England.
Incorrect.
Noah, Argentina.
Incorrect.
Oh, no.
Connor, Brazil.
Correct.
Yeah!
Tie game.
As soon as he said it, as soon as he... Okay.
What English Premier League club plays at a stadium known as the Theatre of Dreams?
What on
JD, Chelsea.
Incorrect.
Stanford.
What the...
Stadium known as the Theatre of Dreams.
Connor, Crystal Palace.
Incorrect.
I was confident on that.
That was a good guess.
English Premier League?
I will say the question again.
Okay.
What English Premier League club plays at a stadium known as the Theatre of Dreams?
Noah, Leicester City.
Incorrect.
JD, Man City.
Incorrect.
Connor, Newcastle.
Incorrect.
Noah, Arsenal.
Incorrect.
JD, Man United.
Correct.
Hey! I took the dub.
That's how he wins.
Hey, guessing game for the win.
JD, do you have a post-victory speech for us?
I'll just like to say thank you to my competitors. I wish you could have done better, but it is what it is.
Thanks for tuning in to a brand new episode of the A Game.
Make sure to follow App TV Insta and the A Game Sports on Instagram to stay up to date on all things sports and all App TV content.
On behalf of myself and my wonderful co-host, have a fantastic week.